Let me know sooner the better because we already have a cabin reserved for you.
Do you?
Well, because Fantasy Gifts is basically one of our corporate sponsors, so because of that, we make sure we have a cabin reserved for you.
Okay, I was definitely thinking about.
And you do know that we're like on the air, you guys. So here we are.
Oh, here we are.
Let's all come up to.
I guess I should confirm now, huh?
You have to now. Yes or no?
Yeah. So Kelly today is outnumbered. Ms. Colleen Bertino is the strep monster has struck again. That's just unfair, sick, and wrong. So we wish her a speedy recovery. We've got Michael Radke back.
We do
Yay.
have Michael.
And it's been a very long time. And we've got Perry LaPeri here to talk about Camp Hardwood and a new interesting partnership here. But I just think it's really funny because you two were murmuring as we're getting the...
we never do that.
No. Getting the podcast coming up about an event. And then Michael goes, well, I don't know. I've got my cruise. How many fucking cruises do you go on in a year?
At least once a year.
One or more sometimes, huh?
Yeah, I love it though. I went on my first cruise like when me and Eric first met about 7-8 years ago. I actually been there 9 years now, so I hope he doesn't listen to this. But 8 years, I've been going on cruises every year. It's the best vacations ever. It's all inclusive. Somebody else to drive in.
Well, like
nice.
Where do you cruise to?
Usually always the South Caribbean. It's always the Bahamas. I went first to Honduras, and that was really cool. And Mayan ruins and everywhere I can go, I'm going to go.
Okay, but here's my thing. I have two questions for you, and I think that there's others that must be like-minded to me, or I'm a complete freak. Either or both. The thing is don't you ever feel just trapped on the boat?
No,
Number
they're
one.
so big. I'm telling you, you can't hardly get around the ships. They're so big. I get really tired walking around. It's amazing. It is. I'm on the top floor on a water slide. There's nothing around you, and you just go down this water slide. It's just incredible feeling.
Okay.
Seeing no land or anything. And we've been jumping on different cruise ships just to see which ones we like. So we went on the MSC last year and had the full system. We had butler service. We just opted out. You do it once a year. Vacation's got to be the best. So
exactly.
I did the separate room or the separate floor from everybody else. So we had this private floor, our own pool, our own bartenders.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
Seriously,
best
you and
vacation
Eric?
ever. Yeah, me and Eric, and then our cruising buddies. We met on a cruise about 6 years ago. We cruise with them every year as well now. We met them on a cruise ship, and now we're cruising every year.
Okay,
it's amazing.
but what happens when somebody gets the norovirus? I mean, have you ever had some horrible bug, hit the ship and because that can the stories when that stuff makes the news, it's it's bad and people's whole vacations are wrecked.
It could be bad, especially if you're in an inner cabin and they have any issues like that. Then you're stuck inside. But I always get a suite outside, so I have my own balcony, so I'm overlooking the ocean. So whatever, I'll stay in my cabin. I have no problem. Hoard my own food,
Oh, well, aren't you just
It's funny.
special?
When we first started cruising, Eric thought I didn't know if I was going to be seasick, so I went to Duluth and went on a dinner cruise to see,
cool.
up in the Superior, the rocking waves. So I'm I'm loving it. I'm standing on the front of the boat in the middle of the rain, just loving it. So
Did you crawl up and do the Titanic pose?
I did, actually.
Yes, I knew that.
You just know me. Yes, I did. And I knew after that, and Eric's like, oh, he's good for cruising. So I've been doing cruises ever since, and it's been amazing. So I got one coming up in September. So
nice.
Yeah, I will definitely check on that event. I was really talking about doing it. I almost got Eric there.
Okay.
So I'm like, you don't have to participate. You just be there. We'll sell the goods, But I think it'll be amazing.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, let's let everybody in on the conversation, but we do this to our audience every single week, so they're used to it. So Perry LaPeri, you are with Camp Hardwood, and you're a longtime friend of the show. And the big reason you're here today, among so many others, is that you guys have recently upgraded your website, and there's some new features. So why don't you go ahead and take it away and tell us?
Well, we've definitely upgraded. We've definitely upgraded everything. We have a whole entire new website, which you can register for each event on the website itself now. Not only that, we have the Great Northern Sexcast on every page. So if you want to...
You can listen to us! Woo!
All you do is click on it and you hear the latest one, or you can scroll through. You can actually
go to the archive?
Yep.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I know.
Yes. So, and we have a lot. Actually, with the whole update of the whole entire website, I'm so glad that the gal who did this for us, she did a great job, very professional job.
Very cool.
Yeah, very streamlined.
So what is Camp Hardwood for our newbies?
Well, if you don't know what Camp Hardwood is, Camp Hardwood, we are an organization. We are a group of guys who have organized 2 different charity events. And each one of our events are specifically for gay, bisexual, transgender, and curious men. And it's all at an adult campground. Clothing is optional. Consensual sexual freedom is allowed.
Okay.
It's encouraged.
Have you guys ever had to mitigate a dicey situation with regard to naked people running around in consent?
No, we really never have had to deal with that. I think the worst thing that we've ever had to worry about is someone having too many cocktails and sleeping too close to a fire.
That's worse than what I was thinking. I was thinking there was going to be an insect element that we were going to discuss. Have you ever had anything really bad happen there?
No.
Good.
No.
Good, because that's a bad place to have a bad bug bite.
And what's funny is we were talking last time you were here about a customer of mine that goes to Camp Hardwood for the first time. And I actually talked to him recently, and he said there was no mosquito problems, no nothing, because they spray everything down. Yep. So it was perfect. He didn't even get a bug bite.
That's fantastic.
Especially where you're exposed.
Yes, sir. And where is it again?
We host our events at Two Creeks Campground up near Sandstone, Minnesota.
Okay, so it's definitely woodsy, and there's potential for that critter thing, and that's just awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Okay, so, Michael.
Yes.
Before we dive into the news, and boy, is there a lot of weird news stuff here today.
Yep.
There always is. So here's what's going on at Fantasy Gifts right now, and we just got past the frantic Valentine's season.
Yes, we definitely survived Valentine's, partially unscathed, but we're all cooling down.
Did any fights break out? Lightsaber fights with dildos in the stores. I mean, what? What are we talking?
No, nothing that drastic. No, it was actually a calm Valentine's. I think because it was on a Tuesday, I think the way it flowed, people celebrated, had plenty of time to get their gear and get everything ready. And then some of it went into the following weekend. So people had it prepared and planned. But, they definitely used Fantasy Gifts as their prop store, basically. Yeah, so it's been busy on the Fantasy Gifts land. So we're calming down now, and just trying to get some new products out. And
do you guys still have the gift with purchase situation going on?
We do. It's our Red Room stuff. Well, it used to be Red Room, but it's a really great gift. If you're ever into the bondage, it's more bondagey, light bondage, with the 50 Shades coming out and everything. So we thought that'd be a great gift. So anything over 100, you'd get a really nice kit. Nice kit, and we have 3 kits left. So
so you better hurry.
Supplies last, yes. Supplies last.
You guys blew through quite a few.
We did. We were shocked. I'm really glad that she got the amount that she got because I don't think we would have had enough.
No kidding. Okay.
And then you go in there to buy a toy, and it's like, oh, son, you have to get handed this box. Say, here's your free gift. They're like, all right, I'm coming back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about if you've been, had a mind to buy, that fun rechargeable toy or something that's a little more, high ticket, but will last a really long time and that you'll love. This was such a great opportunity to get, total extra added value.
Exactly.
Right.
Try something that maybe you weren't even thinking about trying, It's like they're giving us to it. Might as well give a, little light bondage, a little, tie me up, blindfold me. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get into the ball gags next.
Well, you have them, don't you?
We have them.
I told you.
We have something for everybody here. Whatever you want to get into, we definitely try to carry. If we don't, we like comments. We want to know what we can look for and what we can try to bring into our stores.
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, here's the disclaimer. The Great Northern Sex Cast does not in any way promote or endorse bestiality, but the next story is about April the giraffe. Does everybody know who that is and what's going on with her?
No.
Oh,
I'm sorry. If you even say any question sentence with bestiality, I am out.
No. This isn't bestiality. This is a pregnant giraffe that has been. It's been on YouTube. It's the baby watch for April the giraffe. Okay. And it's really cool. I mean, the world is watching for when this, and she's in Harpersville, New York, and everybody's waiting for this baby to be born. This giraffe, I don't know what calf, I think they're called. Okay. But here's the reason why we're talking about it here, because you guys are talking about it.
Well, apparently not me.
Yeah. So the YouTube live stream was taken down because it was accused of, now we're talking about a giraffe here, okay?
Right.
Nudity and sexual content.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And they, yeah. So it's kind of like the eagle cams and the hawk cams that we have here. It's like waiting for the eggs to hatch. Oh, no. This was taken down. Here's who they think is behind this. Animal rights groups that protest animals being in captivity. And this is a breeding program. And in some cases, because there are still people that are allowed to go and shoot giraffes, we kind of need to get some more giraffes, right?
Right.
So they got it dealt with, but it was this really kind of big hoo-ha. It was very controversial. And a spokesperson for YouTube acknowledged that they did remove it briefly, but they put it back up, but they will not comment anymore. They don't want to get involved in the fray. But seriously, that's kind of a cheap shot, don't you think?
Yeah.
In a stretch. And the fact that somebody at YouTube was like, "Oh my God, and it's a fucking giraffe." Like they're always naked,
right?
Like, come on, man. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe someone couldn't find a big enough dress for her.
God. Seriously?
That's stretching it.
Okay, it's kind of funny that I ended up with the two boys in the room because, and Miss Megan is going to post this. You guys will, I don't even know how well you're going to do with me telling you about this. There's video to this, guys. And there's this guy named, I'm going to call him Master Way.
Oh, God, I've seen this.
Okay. See, and here goes Perry doubling in half right now. His name is spelled WEI. This is a guy, he's one of the world's best practitioners of what is called Iron Crotch Kung Fu. Perry, how did you come across this? I'm just curious.
I saw it on Facebook.
And that's a good way to respond. Literally, it's an obscure form of martial arts where they learn to build strength and endurance by subjecting themselves to strong blows in the groin.
No.
Yeah, no.
There's one video of a guy, there's a battering ram that comes repeatedly right at his
Are you
crotch.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be medically wrong.
How does it not permanently just, wreck?
It would wreck something.
It's going to wreck something.
Yeah.
Because if you can break a penis, which we know you can, and that can be serious, and that can have long-term thingy.
Pop a ball. Jeez, I don't know,
Plus another term to pop in a nut.
It's not a good way either.
Yeah. Well, Master Ways, here's a quote from him. He says, "I insist on doing it every day. I believe it builds up resistance, and I have gotten less fever and colds than before."
Are you serious? I didn't know those things.
He's touting this shit as like a kind of strange sort of acupuncture for overall health and as a cure for, wait for it, impotence.
That's a cure for impotence? That's going to cause impotence.
And erectile dysfunction. I know.
Oh, not everybody should not try this at home.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm a girl, and I'm like, I was watching that last night going, and just out of kindness, I didn't show it to Carl.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
thought, you know what? He doesn't need to double over and start crying.
We get
for his
a
mother.
twinge of pain when we hear about anything with the testicles.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, any harm with the testicles, I feel pain.
For sure.
Yeah.
So this one kind of perplexes me just a little bit. Art is a very hard thing to criticize or attack in any particular way because depending on what your definition of art is, it's kind of like anything goes, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Bimbofication art. Heard of it? No. Perry?
No, but I can just imagine.
Okay. Okay. So this is a genre of erotic art that portrays people, and it could be a man or a woman transforming into a bimbo. And there's all of these women who call themselves feminists who find this outrageous. Now, what I think is weird, and we'll put this on the Great Northern Sex Cast Facebook page, guys. It's almost like an evolution series that they're showing is the one that's getting all the outrage. It starts out as a bimbo, and then the creature sees a book and picks it up and gets more and more conservative and normal looking, and the boobs get smaller and the clothes get more covering and everything else as she's walking away with a book. And so it's not turning into a bimbo, it's transforming out of one. So I'm very confused about that. But you've got to look at this and you've got to read just the absolute spitting anger from the groups that think that this is truly horrible. And how do you guys feel about quote unquote offensive art? Should you protest it or just not look at it?
I don't. I think there's too many protests as it is.
Do you?
I do. I think people can be
I just
impressionist.
ignore it.
I do too. If it bothers me, I don't bother commenting or anything. I just ignore it. Exactly.
But see, there seems to be, and maybe you guys can agree, and we don't have to take this in, beyond this, but there just seems to be a growing movement that if some people get offended, they feel that it's their right to eradicate it from the face of the earth by protesting. And that's what this group, if you read, it's a very long article, like really long.